Well, welcome to another Face2Face interview with Rockosaurus. Today I'm very pleased to welcome back to Leo's Dead Man's Whiskey.
Hello.
Welcome back, guys. No stranger to Leo's, of course, so, but it has been 2 years, I believe, hasn't it?
Has it been that long?
Has it been 2 years?
Oh,
yeah.
No, it was last year. I think.
Last year.
Let's go
Oh, you
with
were here
yes.
last year, were you?
Yeah.
I think so.
Funny enough, wasn't it the
Reach.
Jubilee weekend?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
Yes.
missed-
Yeah.
I
Another
missed
royal
that,
event.
You see, that's what it was. So, sorry about that. But it's 2 years since I've seen you here anyway. But what have you been doing in the last 2 years? That's a big question.
What haven't we?
Recording an album, for one.
Mm-hmm.
That was a big part. Well, finishing writing and then recording an album.
Yeah.
Which it turns out is not only really long as a process, but extremely expensive.
Yeah.
Emotionally draining.
Yeah.
And financially, yeah.
Yeah. I will never recover from this.
Well, let's see if we can get you to sell a few.
Well, hopefully. Pre-orders available now.
Absolutely.
Where?
And
Where from?
The internet.
Oh, whereabouts?
I saw.
It is.
Yeah.
Slash.
Slash Dead Man's Whiskey, probably.
Probably. I don't know if it is.
so what's the name of this wonderful new album then?
It's called In the Storm.
In store. So it's available in store.
In the Storm.
In the storm. Sorry,
Yeah.
storm. We got a sound check going on up there.
Yeah.
You picked the
No
worst
word blaming.
time.
Having been present for yours, I'm now totally mutton Jeff. So
Us two, don't worry. This is going to take ages of not hearing each other.
that way.
What's he saying?
So why
What
did you
did he
choose not
say?
to watch their sound check?
Basically, because it's been a pain in the arse getting you five all together in one room.
Yes, to be fair.
You wanted you
a
wanted
valid
an
point.
honest answer.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
And what have you been up to since we last saw you?
Fitting kitchens, fitting bathrooms, fitting boilers, and then coming here and interviewing fabulous bands.
Where are you fitting them?
I'll you can see why I'm sitting funny. So tell us about the album. Now, what can we expect to hear from you?
Music mostly, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we did some
Really?
tracks.
There were some songs.
Oh, there's an
Spoken
intro.
word.
Oh, there is an intro.
That might be a spoiler.
Oh,
Raise that
yeah.
bit.
Oh,
Veto that.
hold up.
Then
Cut
may or
that,
may
cut
not
that,
be
cut
an
that, cut
intro.
that, cut that.
Right,
Right,
just
that's what I
clap
always
again.
say.
You have to
Nobody watches
restart
this
the
shit
intro.
anyway. So.
It's I think it's interesting in terms of sound because it's definitely evolved. It's evolved, the fairest thing to say,
Yeah, it's a
because
step
it's heavier is the simplest way to put it. But it's definitely a lot more of our metal influences have come in, and the producers that we worked with, Colin Richardson and Chris Clancy, are both metal producers.
Right.
So every time it was like, oh, this could go that way. It was like, yeah, it goes that way. There you go.
Yeah.
And it has meant it's very well rounded. Like where our previous stuff, we kind of did whatever we felt like, and people just went, thanks for paying, do what you want.
Yeah.
It's definitely had someone guiding it, so the whole album has this cohesive sound, and it's definitely way towards metal compared to the previous stuff. But I don't think it's compromised sounding like us. It's not like we're now a metal band and that's what we sound like. But you know, when the guitars can be like thicker and chunkier and heavier, they are. When the vocals can be more growly without ever getting into screamo stuff, they are. Like it's just like more concentrated.
Yeah.
It's the fruit squash of
It's
of
also
music.
it's also very hard to learn to play, as we figured out.
Oh yeah.
Turns out learning to play an album you recorded a year ago isn't as easy as you would have thought.
No.
How many guitars are on this track again?
I don't know.
How many backing vocals are on this
Two,
track?
James.
Way
Two
more.
guitars, and how many do we have?
Just
Three
play-
backing vocals.
Just played
nothing
multiple
more,
times.
nothing less.
Yeah. No. So I mean, it is important when you're producing new music to still sound like you.
Yeah.
I mean, that must be quite a tough thing to actually do, because obviously you've got a recognisable sound already established with your fan base. They don't want to hear something that's completely different, do
Yeah.
they? You know, they want to know that that it is actually you playing.
I think if anything, it's actually got easier to make it sound like us. You know, we wrote the first album. We hadn't actually been a band for that long. Actually, 6 years ago today was the launch party of the album.
Was it actually?
6 years ago today. And
Happy anniversary. Yeah.
thanks.
We're about 5 months.
Yeah, fuck a king. We had an album out. Yeah. But we like when we were writing that, it was just whatever songs we came up with.
Yeah.
Whereas now, we've taken those songs out and they don't sound live the same as they did on the record.
Sure.
Because it sounds like they've become over time. The little vocal changes or little guitar fills or just some things I don't want to play. I'm bored of playing like that. I think it sounds better like this. And going into this album, we knew the things that we like to do. Now we knew how it's gonna sound live, what we want to do live. I mean, then we got given unlimited potential by our producers and did a load of things we could never do live.
Sure.
But the core songs that are in there sound like us because we actually know what we sound like now, which is the benefit of.
Well, I suppose
experience.
it takes a while for you to actually come together as a band. Even, although you're good mates and all that. But
Who said that?
well, allegedly, we got the boxing ring, so you can sort it out later. But to actually sort of ferment all of that stuff together to actually get that, as you use the word cohesive, which is a lovely word. Yeah, it's a bit like moist, but
A bit like moist, but not.
but not. Yeah,
Dry.
yeah. But to bring those ideas together,
Yeah.
I should think it does take time, so that each member of the band knows his place within that unit. Would that be a fair assessment?
James done it.
James?
What is your
Yeah,
place?
what's your place? If you were to rank yourself 1 to 5, where's your place in this band, James?
Did you say rank?
If you were to wank yourself between 1 and 5 times,
He'd have a sore hand.
I think he's picked.
he's been fitting it with the bathrooms.
Oh yeah.
Broken into chaos.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. No, I mean it's a good way of looking at the way you've developed.
Yeah.
And as I say, heard your sound check. Yes, you are sounding incredibly heavy. Yeah, far heavier than previously. So it's certainly a change for the good. And I can't wait to hear your set tonight.
I can't wait to play.
Yeah. Things like we're doing a run of dates and they've all been really fun.
Yeah, they
Like
are.
it's just,
Well-
especially because we're getting to play. We're not playing all the new stuff because that will come with the album.
Yeah.
But getting to play some new songs and see how people feel about them, like that paired with playing some of the songs we've played forever.
Yeah.
And seeing that people still love them, and songs like "Make You Proud" and "Racing Bullet," where people join in so hard.
Yeah.
It's just like it gets better and better and better with time. So
It is really fun to see people digging the new songs though, because we play a couple each night, don't we?
Yeah.
And it's whether it's their head bobbing or they've heard Masquerade, for example, that everyone sort of knows now that we're playing. It's a good feeling to know that sort of we've hit the mark there.
Yeah, but it sort of justifies your hard work, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
because there must be a bit nerve-wracking playing the new stuff for the first time.
It is and it
We've
isn't
been
because
stressed
no
about
one's
it.
heard it yet.
Yeah.
So we're like, okay, we can mess up. But
Yeah.
I think that's because when you play stuff that people already know, like you got people who've come to see you, they've seen you before, they've listened to the album, they're like, oh, I know this one, so they can get straight into it. But when you say we're going to play a new one, they go,
Oh, really?
they do that little, like, okay, I should actually actively listen to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't actively listen and gig at the same time.
Sure.
So you're like, I hope they're enjoying this because they're stood very still.
Yeah.
They say that one of the dates, I think it was Swansea, wasn't it? We had the first time we'd ever played one of the new songs live.
Oh, yeah.
And there was someone in the front row in the second chorus singing the words.
Yeah.
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 No, it is a bit
I
suspicious.
remember
It was in
looking
the
down, I was
first
like,
chorus, and
how
I was
do
like,
you
yeah.
know that?
It was definitely first chorus. I was impressed.
But I mean, sometimes that happens, so the DNA of a song can actually get into people's heads
Yeah.
straight away, and you've got a winner there where you do get somebody singing along to a chorus when they've only heard it once.
Yeah.
It's a good accolade, isn't it?
Take
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, damn right. Take everything you can.
He does.
So I've heard.
It's not nailed down. I'm having it.
Guys, fantastic talking to you again.
And
Really looking forward to tonight, and I wish you all the best for the rest of the tour. And going forward.
Thank you very much for having us.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Let's smash
Thanks a
it.
lot, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.